what you have here is a side-by-side of all John Wood courses versus Mizzou's courses. So for instance, I'm just going to pull up art. So you can see here, now these things may not mean anything to the public that's looking at this for the first time, but this is a language that we work with daily and understand very, very intimately. So what you have here is our basic art courses, and then over here, this is the Mizzou course, and it's showing us the prefix, the number, and the title of the course that it transfers over to. So starting at the webpage, John Wood's webpage, in order to get to the place where you can access Transferability on your own, which any student, any parent can do, start by clicking Academics. And within the Academics page right here, on the right-hand side, right at the top, is Transferability. So and it says how JWCC courses transfer to four-year schools. Click that. Transferring from John Wood Community College. Click View. You've got your side-by-side equivalencies, and you can go down, and again, this is all the language that we work with, but all of these prefixes, these are our John Wood's course prefixes versus the U of I's course prefixes. In order to find these, if you don't have them readily available, would be to get on the college's website and access the course catalog, where you can see all the courses that we offer, prefixes, numbers, titles, those kinds of things. Or if you have a guideline of the four-year institution that you may be looking at, that's obviously going to be in their language, but you can go over here to their courses, look at the prefixes of the courses they're asking for. So if they're asking for an accounting course, you can then see, oh, okay, this accounting course is going to transfer over, or it's managerial accounting at John Wood, rather. So you go to the four-year school's respective website. It's very, very similar to John Wood's in the sense of the same kind of titles here. So academics would be where the student would want to go to look at the majors. Illinois State's website will allow you to type in the major, or you can click majors here, which I'm going to do. It has them all listed, or you can click them alphabetically. I'm just going to scroll down because I know it's right here. And so let's just say a student wants to transfer pre-veterinary medicine. That's a popular one. So in the pre-veterinary medicine program, if you come down here, it's going to give you an overview of the program. It's going to give you some information on how to apply, whether you're a transfer student or not, those kinds of things. But more importantly right now, up here on the right-hand side, they make it very easy to find plans of study. Now each institution, it's going to be a little bit different with the verbiage, but in Illinois State's case right here, they're going to have sample plans out here that will show you, here's a four-year sample plan versus a transfer study sample plan. Obviously, we'd look at the transfer plan. It's going to give us a PDF here, and now, again, this is in a language that is not necessarily understandable to the student or the parent if this is the first time they're going through it, or maybe they've gone through it with other students and it's still not understandable. But this is a language that we deal with every day and understand what these things mean. So what you can do is, if you have access to this, you can go and cross-reference these things with Transferability by looking at Illinois State's course prefixes, which would be all of these things here, and then compare it side by side with John Wood's courses. If that is challenging for you, you could always come into us, and this is going to be the same thing that we would do if a student came in without doing any research that said, I want to transfer to Illinois State and do pre-veterinary medicine. We'd get on their website, pull this up, figure out as much as we could possibly figure out with the resources that we have, putting things into our associate's degree, and make you a plan. And if we ever run into any kind of a roadblock, they will also have contact information on these too. We could reach out to the institutions to see who the heads of these programs are, the academic advisors for these programs, if there are any gaps that are missing that we can't figure out on our own, whether it's just from our own knowledge, the catalogs, Transferability, and make sure that we're getting you put into the right courses and that everything transfers appropriately. So for instance, when you're looking here at Illinois State's courses, the very first course that they've got up here is COM 110, Communications as Critical Inquiry. So what does that mean? How do you figure that out? Well, going back into Transferability, pull up Illinois State, pull up John Wood Community College, get your side-by-side equivalencies here. And so if you've got Illinois State University's requirements in front of you, COM 110. You go down to the prefix COM. That's all you need. You don't need to remember the number. And the first course that you see here, COM 110, Communication is Critical Inquiry, comes over to John Wood as CMN 101, Introduction to Speech, which is a general education course that would be required by all students to take here to receive an associate's degree.